All flowers bloom a week or two earlier this year. As I wanted to enjoy and share the beauty of its hydrangea flowers with you, I visited Hasedera temple in Kamakura twice. Once at the end of May and in the middle of June again. Hasedera is one of the most visited Buddhist temples in Kamakura. It has a history of 1,300 years and is often called a flower temple of Kamakura. Hasedera is a Jodo school's Buddhist temple. Jodo, or Pure Land School, was founded by priest Honen around the 13th century. His teaching was exclusively relying on the simple Buddha chanting Namu Amida Butsu. And depending on the power of Amida Buddha, the Buddha of the Western Pure Land, in order to attain enlightenment and salvation. This teaching became widely supported by common people, especially those who were unable to make donation or to practice severe religious training and studying. It was meant to salvage ordinary people, such as peasants, fishermen, or even prostitutes who suffer warfare, natural disasters, famines, and systemic corruption at that time. This is Amida Buddha of Hasedera, who welcomes all people into Jodo, the Pure Land. The whole tender atmosphere of Hasedera soothes our mind. But if I'm asked what the temple's highlights are, I would name three things. First, the magnificent statue of Hasekannon, the goddess of mercy. Second, the fair view from its terrace over Sagami Bay toward the Pacific Ocean. And the best of all is its beautiful flowers and gardens in all seasons. It is thought that a Buddhist paradise is located in the west. As Hasedera is in the western hillside of Kamakura, the temple tries to make its garden as beautiful as possible so that visitors can feel welcome in the Buddhist Pure Land throughout the year. Hasekannon, the main bodhisattva statue of this temple, is over 9 meters tall. It is not allowed to take photos inside, so imagine how grand and merciful it looks. There's a legend. In the 8th century, 2 Kannon statues were carved out of one sacred comfort tree in Nara, the ancient capital city south to Kyoto. One was enshrined in Hasedera temple in Nara, and the other was thrown into the ocean with a prayer to make it reappear and save people elsewhere. After the Kannon statue traveled across the water for 15 long years, it's finally washed ashore near Kamakura. It was in 736 that Hasedera was built, and the statue was enshrined here, about 1,300 years ago. The Kannon Hall. The statue is inside. This is my favorite photo spot. I love the musically beautiful construction of the roofs. Now we are walking along the hillside of the temple, going upward, enjoying colors, breeze, and birds chirping. Hasedera is especially beautiful in June. for its colorful hydrangea flowers. About 2,500 hydrangeas of 400 different kinds are planted and bloom along the hill. Depending on the kinds and where they are planted, flowers bloom at slightly different timings, so visitors can enjoy the flowers for nearly a month. Now we are going down the hill toward Rinzo Hall. Rinzo is an octagonal stack of Buddhist sutras that you can rotate. If you turn it once, you can receive the same blessing as reading all the sutras packed here, they say. You can turn it on the day of 18th each month. Before leaving the temple, let's take a short visit into the cave. This is an interesting example of the hybrid of two religions, Shinto and Buddhism, that you find anywhere in Japan. It's common you find a Shinto shrine on the same ground of a Buddhist temple like this. Benzaiten, the Shinto goddess of water and wealth, is enshrined in the center. Her 16 young followers are also carved on the wall. Watch your step and head. Visitors can make small donations and leaving the little statues of Benzaitens in the cave. She is also the goddess of artistic talent, as you see her holding biwa, guitar-like instrument. Outside the cave, you can ride and hang your wishing boat called ema. If you have the time and interest, why don't you try shakyo, sutra copying? It will be a special experience to concentrate yourself into copying Buddhist sutra using brush and ink, putting other thoughts out from your mind. Thank you for being my company. Hope you enjoy the hydrangea tour at Hasedera. I'm very much looking forward to walking around with you in my hometown of Kamakura. Until then, stay safe and smiling.